the ocean, the last frontier on Earth. So much is unexplored and unexplained. To change that, a kick-ass team of insanely talented specialists is setting out to push the frontiers of what we know about our oceans.
Oh my God.
Zoleka Philander, deep-sea scientist.
Being a deep-sea researcher means having front-row tickets to the best movie that everybody wants to watch.
Melissa Marquez,
Straight ahead, 12 o'clock.
shark biologist.
We just saw what no one has seen before.
Eric Stackpole,
Scan now.
ocean tech innovator.
I love building tools that allow us to see things in ways we've never seen before.
And Aldo Kane,
This is insane.
former Royal Marines Special Ops.
It doesn't get any more cutting-edge exploration than this.
Their secret weapon? The Ocean Explorer. The most technologically advanced research vessel ever built. There's never been a more urgent need to understand our ocean and the animals that call it home, because their lives and ours depend on it.
Okay, here we go. 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
This time, the team tracks sperm whales down into an alien world
What is that?
full of fantastical creatures. The Ocean Explorer is heading for deep water, just off the Azores, a chain of tiny volcanic islands in the middle of the Atlantic, and a rich oasis for an abundance of marine life. Every summer, nearly 1,000 sperm whales gather here. They're easily identified by their distinctive sideways spout. These whales spend most of their lives deep below the surface. But using the full scope of the Ocean Explorer's tech, the team hopes to shine a light on their lives down in these black depths.
Stand by 9 o'clock.
Sperm whales were hunted here as recently as 1987, and they live up to 70 years, so some of them may still remember that. They're understandably nervous around boats, so Aldo and Melissa approach cautiously.
You got your eyes on them? They're sneaky, I tell you. Oh my God, they're right underneath us. They're right underneath us.
Wow, look at that. It's a whole family pod.
That's gorgeous.
That is a first for me.
Yeah.
Sperm whales are the largest toothed predator on the planet. To study these giants up close and personal, Aldo and Melissa join them beneath the waves.
Getting under the water and just seeing this giant animal, you can feel it looking at you, trying to figure out what the heck you are.
But they won't have long. Sperm whales spend just 20% of their lives at the surface.
When they dive, it's phenomenal. One swoosh of their tail and they are gone.
These whales are diving a mile deep for up to an hour at a time. The buoyancy of their huge lungs and the thick blubber should make that almost impossible. But not only do they manage it, they make it look effortless. But exactly how they dive so deep has never been filmed. If the team can get a camera on a whale, it could further their understanding. They recruit the help of Rui Prieto, a world-leading whale biologist. He's been studying them in the Azores for over 20 years.
We want to see what they are actually doing while they are underwater.
Eric sets to work helping Rui build a camera tag that can withstand the immense pressure of a sperm whale dive.
Okay, so this is the power system, and then we've just got the little camera. You know, the whole thing looks pretty simple, but I mean, the thing that keeps going through my mind is, you know, we're gonna have, you know, maybe one window and one chance of putting this together the right way.
So, do you think that's something we can do?
Fingers crossed, right? I guess we'll find out.
If they can pull this off, they'll get the first ever footage of a deep sperm whale dive in the Azores.
Yeah. Let's turn a whale into a cameraman.
You have a green light. Copy, green light. Green deck, we're off.
We need to start looking for blows.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like there could be something over there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I count 11 whales here. All in a tight cluster. Okay, here we go. 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock. You should have a pretty good eye, 300, 400 meters.
Reaching!
No! We think breaching might be a form of communication between a sperm whale family. However, sometimes it might just be the teenagers fooling around and, you know, blowing off some steam.
Let's go there very slowly. Slow and steady wins the race.
Is that speed okay?
Need to gain a little bit on them because they're almost diving.
When you're piloting a boat this close to whales, there's absolutely no room for error. You're dealing with a live animal, so the whole thing has to be 110% perfect, or it's an aborted mission.
That's it.
Well done. Well done, dude. Tag on. Ocean Explorer, this is Eagle Ray, over.
Eagle Ray, Ocean Explorer, go ahead.
Tag deployed, and we will mark location on the GPS.
Copy that, nice work.
The tag is designed to release after 8 hours and send a signal to help the team locate it. Somewhere in the middle of the Atlantic.
It is an intense feeling to spend all this time on something and then watch it just go into the abyss on the back of a whale.
Oh, what's this direction in front of us?
Confirm you have visual on the tag.
Affirmative. We're looking at something orange in the water. It could be the tag.
Roger that.
We are making our way to your location now, over.
I see it.
We have visual on tag.
A little bit more, Aldo. Yeah, there you go. Right there.
You got it?
Yep,
Heavy.
got it.
I'm dying to know, how does the tag look?
The tag does look in good condition and the camera looks like it's still dry.
Yes. All right, great job, guys.
Should I cut this?
Yes, please. Now it could be some water inside, so we need to be careful. Very slowly, very carefully.
I'm like excited and nervous at the same time, you know, like, did everything work properly? Did the batteries last? Like,
Yes, yes.
got it?
Take it off. It's dry.
Okay, and then there's our SD card. You got it?
I got it. This is it. This is what we've been working all this time for. Let's plug this to the computer and see.
Okay, yeah.
Okay? Anything that comes off this thing is new.
Oh my God!
That's the blowhole. And it's going down because it's getting darker.
As they dive, sperm whales undergo an incredible transformation. The pressure of the water compresses their lungs, and with less volume inside, they become less buoyant, allowing them to dive faster with minimum effort. As she dives faster, the force of the water pushes the camera sideways. At 450 feet, it flips.
It's pointing backward?
Yeah, it's pointing backwards. We can actually see the flukes beating.
Eric and Rui are the first people ever to see a sperm whale use its body and tail flukes to dive into the deep.
I'm learning a lot about how they actually flex their flukes. It's very slow, it's very calm.
Then, at 900 feet, the whale's behavior changes.
Look, the tail stopped moving.
Yeah, it's called gliding. They use the momentum that they have to glide and keep energy.
I see.
And I've never seen it. So it's just amazing.
Its tail may have stopped moving, but this whale is still diving. With gravity doing the work, it can save energy and preserve precious oxygen.
Listen.
It's hunting. This is the hunting sound.
Yeah.
Sperm whales use sound to hunt in the dark. When their sonar clicks hit an object and bounce back, the whale can locate a target over a mile away.
It's getting lighter in the background. You notice that?
Yeah, the water is becoming clear.
No luck this time, so the whale begins its journey back to the surface.
I hear a slightly
Yes.
higher pitched clicking.
It was a coda.
It's communicating with its family, just like Morse code for whales.
Another one. Someone is answering.
Each family unit has a unique coda that can be heard from up to 2 miles away.
Whoa, two!
Another one.
This is how a surfacing whale reconnects with its family.
So you hear the codas, and then the other one comes.
Yeah. Do we know that they do this?
We know that they talk to each other using codas, but I've never seen them come together.
Oh, I can't
can't believe we got this all.
They are completely interacting. Nothing like that has ever been filmed. It's just amazing.
We are seeing something that has never been seen before. These huge whales go into a part of the world that we know almost nothing about, and we get a first-person view. I'm right next to Rui, and he's spent his entire life trying to understand these animals, and this is something he's never seen before.
Once back at the surface, some sperm whales spend their time socializing. Reestablishing family bonds. Others grab a quick power nap. But their time together is brief. After just 15 minutes, they'll dive again in their never-ending pursuit of prey. Sperm whales eat up to a ton of squid a day. And with nearly 1,000 sperm whales here, that's a lot of squid. So what kind of squid are hiding down there in the depths that could satisfy such voracious appetites? To find out, the team need to get down there themselves. The mission will be led by Zuleka, the Ocean Explorer's deep-sea researcher.
For this mission, I'm partnering with Edie Wooder, one of the world's most experienced deep-sea biologists.
You ready to dive?
Yes.
SO Neptune, we are ready to shut hatches.
SO Bridge, you are clear to roll sub out.
Edie's been pushing the envelope in ocean exploration for over 40 years.
That's Neptune in the water. Venting now.
Depth 20 meters, vent secure, descending, over.
Every time we dive into the deep, we are heading into the unknown.
We are explorers, and this is our spaceship.
600 feet down, the team enters the twilight zone. A world dominated by darkness and alien creatures.
Oh, look at that, look at that. What are you seeing?
It's a glass squid, a rare sighting.
being transparent. That's a defense mechanism. It's such an amazing adaptation. You see it a lot in the ocean, but you don't see it much on land.
At 1,500 feet, they find even more signs of life.
What is that? Look, turn to the right, turn to the right.
It's ink, but it's so much.
Oh my God.
Where's the squid, though?
Oh, squid.
Squid.
A bird squid.
Hello.
Hello.
And this one has attitude.
Oh my gosh, it's went.
Beautiful. Oh, look at this. Going in.
I
think he's trying to eat Zaleka.
Yeah. It's good food.
As the sub dives to 2,500 feet, Zaleka spots something extraordinary.
Oh my word. Is that a whiplash squid? Look how exquisite it is.
All squid can change color by expanding or contracting cells in their skin called chromatophores.
Do you think it's signaling to other squid? Yo. Is this an alarm signal? How does one even decode what we're really saying here? I'd like to think I'm a level-headed scientist, but wow. When you come across an encounter like this, it's absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. This is why we do it, Edie.
Sperm whales do prey on whiplash squid, but they're so small they'd need to eat thousands every day. At 3,300 feet, they approach the boundary of the midnight zone.
The midnight zone is pitch black, and it's freezing. But as hostile as this place is, this is where the sperm whale finds its food. So it's important that we go take a look down there.
But the sub reaches its maximum dive depth. It can't go any farther.
Control, control. Neptune passing 50 meters, clear to surface.
If they want to search the midnight zone for larger sperm whale prey, the team will have to mobilize the ship's ROV, a remotely operated vehicle.
The ROV is capable of going to depths of 20,000 feet. So getting to 5,000 feet where the sperm whales are going should be no problem at all.
Melissa baits the ROV with deepwater squid's favorite meal, other squid.
And that is a squid ready to be lifelike in the water column.
Through its tether to the ship, the ROV sends back a live picture.
Exploring the deep, you often see something that you have never seen before, but you hope that you're going to see something no one has seen before.
Lights off.
Oh, incoming, incoming. Here we go. Whoa.
What is that?
Bingo. Kitefin shark.
The squid lure has drawn in more than the team bargained for.
He looks like a good size. These guys can get up to like 30 pounds on average. Sperm whales, yeah, they do eat them, but actually have a preference for squid.
After hours in the deep and just one encounter with the kitefin, the team wonders if the noise from the ROV could be scaring off the squid. Time to try a different approach. Marine biologist Nathan Robinson has the perfect camera rig for this mission.
The Angler is a stealth camera, makes no noise. It's also very light sensitive, so this actually really is perfect for seeing animals in the deep sea.
Going down. Hey, keep letting it go. Luring the angler on a fishing line may look low-tech, but this is our secret weapon. It can dive to 6,500 feet and then just sit there, completely silent and still, so as not to scare away any wildlife.
The Angler is armed with an E-jelly, an LED array that mimics the defense mechanism of the Atolla jellyfish, which lights up when threatened to try and attract an even larger predator in the hope that it will scare off the attacker. After hours in the deep, the rig is ready to be retrieved. Only once back aboard will the team discover if their covert mission has been a success.
Right, you ready to bring it to the lab?
Yeah. Okay, so now we're going down to the bottom. Oh my God, what a catch.
These flying squid are known sperm whale prey.
We've been seeing a ton of squid conducting these hit-and-run attacks on the bait and the E-jelly. They are large, very nutritious food items for something like a sperm whale.
Hours into the footage, Nathan and Eric spot something even larger, and they gather the rest of the team.
Just watch this.
That is a really big squid.
So this species is the third largest in the oceans.
Dana octopus squid is the common name. It's got light organs on the ends of its arms that are like the size of lemons. Look at them. They're glowing so bright.
Why would you have such bright lights there?
To blind you.
Oh, it's like a deer in the headlights.
Yeah.
So you've got your little critter, your little crustacean that you want to eat. You shine these big kind of lemon-sized lights right at it. It can't see what's coming from what direction, and then bam, you take it down.
Weighing as much as a full-grown gorilla, a sperm whale only needs to hunt 5 of these giants a day.
This is actually the most common species that sperm whales eat in terms of weight.
This is actually
This
staple
is
food. This is
exactly.
number one
This
thing in
is
their
what
diet.
they're eating, yeah.
but they've hardly ever been seen.
I'm actually pretty sure this is the first footage we have of Dane octopus squid in the Atlantic.
This is amazing.
Thanks to the Deepwater team, we've seen squid down there large enough to feed this huge population of sperm whales. But what's fueling this rich ecosystem? It's all down to the tiniest organisms in the ocean. When deep ocean currents hit the island's underwater slopes, nutrient-rich water is forced up toward the surface. These nutrients feed microorganisms that form the base of the food web. And the more there are, the more life this ecosystem can support. To find out just how rich these waters are, Edie and Zoleka once again take a dive into the deep. The density of this microscopic life is difficult to judge in these dark waters. But Edie has a magic trick to reveal it.
$600
Oh, I hope this works.
Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1, lights coming on.
Nothing. Let's drop down.
Control Neptune, we are descending.
Okay, let's try it again.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, lights coming on.
It worked! Wow! Bioluminescence in action. It's like I'm wrapped in a blanket of stars. This is the base of the food chain. The fish eat the plankton, and the squid eat the fish, and then the sperm whales are feeding on the squid. This is where it all begins. The smallest to the biggest.
That's fantastic.
Edie's witnessed this bioluminescent phenomenon her entire career, but has never had the technology to share it with the world. Until now.
Wow, thanks, Edie. We got it.
It's like having seen UFOs, and now suddenly there's evidence. Okay, can we do that again?
Absolutely.
Without this abundance of tiny life, the squid and the sperm whales couldn't survive here.
It's very, very humbling to think that no matter how tiny you are, you can do gigantic things.
Control, Neptune's ascending, over.
Clear the surface, clear the surface. Welcome back, Neptune. Blow your tanks.
Did you enjoy that dive?
Oh, are you kidding? That was actually on my bucket list. You know, as I get older, every expedition I go on, I figure this might be the last. And if this is the last, it's the best. It's just been absolutely amazing.
In their time here in the Azores, the team has captured the first ever images of a sperm whale diving into these deep waters.
This is the culmination of a huge amount of effort and many sleepless nights, but at the end of the day, we got those few minutes of incredibly priceless footage that made the whole thing worth it. It was awesome.
They've added to the image catalog of the squid that feed the sperm whales.
Thanks to the Ocean Explorer, we've been able to dive deep into the world of sperm whales here and discovered this interaction between them and massive squid that's never really been observed here before, which is pretty mind-blowing.
And they've documented the normally invisible riches that fuel this entire ecosystem.
It's fabulous.
I am one of the few people to witness a bioluminescence light show, and I'm so excited to share this with the world. That is mind-blowing.
We've still got so much to learn about these whales, but seeing them live in harmony, they could definitely teach us a thing or two.
No!
From the largest to the tiniest creatures. The team has made significant discoveries here in the Azores.
Nothing like that has ever been filmed.
A rich hotspot for life in the Atlantic and a blueprint for healthy oceans everywhere.